Hello, hello, OFP Nation. It is Wednesday, 9/11, September 11th, 2024. And Barry, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Beautiful. So it's time to dive into these markets, guys, and see how some of these setups we were looking at on Sunday have been playing out this week. So let's dive right in, but make sure you stick around until the end just in case you have any questions or if you want us to look at a pair that you've been watching or you're thinking about trading. Just stick around and then we can look at that. But Barry, I am out of here and it's all you.
All right, thank you, Ria. So let's delve right in. So NAS 100, we're already looking at it. It has done the most. Like I said, once it comes to this level, we bounced off this. We actually gapped on Monday, and yeah, we are already flying all the way up. Hopefully, we do reach the high, the previous high of July 80th, and turn a profit there. So already, this is like a good 4-1, I would say, on NAS 100. And yeah, we are still going. The market is closed on it currently on NAS 100, so we're still going. And also euro dollar, still loading. So with euro dollar, we have just moved on slightly to the downside, not much of the push down, but overall it's still looking good. And yeah, we're still aiming for the downside all the way here to 1900. I guess if we also look at dollar index, we might see the exact same thing. And yeah, we are just still aiming for that. So we're still holding euro dollar. And if we look at gold, gold is just in a slight loss at the current moment, but we are still aiming for the upside, going all the way to 600. Yeah, so that's the update on these three. But then let's look at the ones we are not currently in. Let's start with dollar yen. On dollar yen, we seem to be pushing back up slightly, and yeah, we did break this trend line, but we did not break the resistance level. So that means we are now going to move our trend line like so until we break this trend line and we break resistance. That's when we may actually look to take a trade, probably coming all the way up here to 1.49. But it's actually amazing to see yen come to such lows after a long time, because I remember yen being at 120, 130 way back in like 2017, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just quickly look at that. Yeah, so this was like 2013, 2022, 2015. Yeah, 120 was like an area that yen used to be at, but actually 118 is what I can say. So then it pushed all the way up, and we seem to be coming down to like 140, probably coming back to 130, which is like a sweet spot for yen, but it's too early to tell. Right now, we're still just looking for longs going on dollar yen. If anything changes, we might change our bias, probably going to downside. But as for now, we're just looking for long positions at the moment. And let's see, CAD Swiss. CAD Swiss. Yeah, we seem to be setting up for something good, which is actually great because we got stopped out from CAD Swiss. So our trend line would have been like somewhere here. We've broken that trend line. We have crossed way above the resistance level, these two resistance levels. This one would have been a major one, and we seem to be taking off. We might actually be coming to this target that we initially had at 163,700. But yeah, I think we are going to actually break way beyond this, probably seeing ourselves probably here instead at 164. That's where I'm actually seeing us reaching really soon at 1064, rather 064700. So this would be like a walk in a park. So now would be an ideal time to enter on CAD Swiss. I'll probably do that tomorrow as I wait maybe for a pullback, then enter into CAD Swiss. And obviously, this would be an ideal stop loss level, aiming probably all the way to 0.64700. So let us also look at pound yen. Let's see what pound yen is doing. I know they are not even in correlation with dollar yen at this moment. As you can see, pound yen is still moving to the downside. The trend line was not broken yet. So this is the trend line currently. Once we break this trend line, then break above the resistance, then we can probably look to enter into some long positions on pound yen. As of now, we do nothing. So these are practically all the pairs we're looking at. It's been a while. US 30, let's actually have a look at US 30. So US 30 has actually broken the trend line twice, where it broke here, but it didn't break resistance. So let us put the trend line like so. So this trend line is already being broken, as we can see, but we'll probably want to see a push above this level of 41,000 on US 30. Then maybe we can aim to the upside. So this may be less than 1-to-1 trade, as the stop loss will obviously go below here. Then we may actually see the market reverse from the top there, and then we might have to fill this pin bar. This is like a very long tail of a pin bar, so this most likely will have to get filled really, really soon. So just keep an eye watch on this. Once we close above here, we can look to buy it, going all the way to 41,500 to make a new high. Then from there, we can actually start looking for shorts on US 30, aiming to cover this pin bar all the way to 39,000, or even just 40,000 as a round number. So those are practically all of the pairs. All right. Augustino says I should set the resolution. Right now, the resolution is at its highest at this moment, I believe. Yeah, it is at its highest. So you just have to actually go into the charts and look at these properly. I know it may not be that clear, but yeah, looking at the charts, your own charts could be ideal as well. You can also be following through, like you have the live stream on your right and then your own charts on the left as we go through each and every pair so that you are not confused whatsoever. I think that's the best solution. But as I know, this is our highest resolution. So any other pairs or questions that you may have that we can look at? Yeah, it could be your internet, Agustino, or even mine. Yeah, it's not everywhere that you can have the best internet. But overall, you can also look at the recording afterwards just to be sure that whatever you are looking at to set up is in line with yours. Then you can make your own analysis from there. So any questions? Oil, dollar index, and Bitcoin. As usual, Augustino, dollar index. Let's have a look on dollar index. All right, so it's loaded now. So dollar index. So let's wait for that to load. Right. So dollar index. Yeah, we did break the trend line, which is great. And the week started when on the 9th, right? Yeah. So we pushed a bit higher. We went above the resistance here. But overall, the best resistance I would say is the one right here. So we have already touched it a couple of times. So I think we may actually even push even higher, break this resistance right here, and then start to move all the way to 103, 100. That's what I'm actually seeing with dollar index at this point in time. Same way with correlation with euro dollar. That's what we always look at. Dollar index, euro dollar. I see them to be the same thing. So yeah, let us actually look at Bitcoin now. I saw Bitcoin started doing a lot of things, like a lot of volatility on Bitcoin. Yeah, so let's see here. So we have broken the trend line. That's one, which is great. And we also broke resistance. We just seem to be hovering here at resistance, but it's still solid enough to actually see us move further to 60,000 as our first target, just right above here. Then maybe 61,000, then lastly 65,000. So 60,000 might be the first target, 61,000 the second target, then the last target maybe around 65,000. That's what I'm seeing with Bitcoin. But yeah, you take your profits as you go all the way up and probably even trail it all the way. But yeah, this is what's setting up actually on Bitcoin, as I can see. Then Brent oil, I think it actually made some new lows, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look at that as the, yeah, all right. So we actually made some new lows. I think that was on Tuesday. Then a new trend line has been formed, which is right there. We haven't yet broken anything. So once this trend line gets broken, which I think is really soon, we can easily aim for a quick buck right here at 73, depending on what you are trading. Could be Brent oil, crude oil, but oil is oil. So whichever is your nearest resistance level, that could be your first target or only target, then this can be your second target. I may actually be interested in buying oil going to upside if maybe we go right above $80 because this seems like an area we stayed a lot of time at with oil. So I think anything above $80 per barrel may signify a change of trend, I think. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. But right now, small targets would be ideal on oil. So $73 per barrel may be the first target. And once we break the trend line, no need to wait for resistance, just a break of trend line can be good enough. Then quick targets here and there, getting in and out and the like. Then after that, if maybe we do reach a resistance level anywhere here, we can actually use it as a level we can reverse from, provided there's actually a reason to reverse from it. Like for example, here at this resistance level, we reached there was a pin bar, and we had a bearish candle. Afterwards, this would have been ideal. Going to the downside. Also here, we had a touch of resistance. We made a consolidation, then a bearish engulfing, then we continue pushing down. So this is one thing I've also seen about oil stocks. They really respect candlesticks. They actually tell the true story as compared to currency. So yeah, We haven't really seen any serious bullish engulfing candles apart from this one, but this was like short lived, and yeah, it started coming all the way down. So this is all for today. I believe we can conclude here unless you have anything, Ria, to add on. Ria, are you still with us?
Yeah, sorry. What did you say, Barry?
Yeah, I asked if there's anything else you'd like to add on. Yeah.
No, not at this time.
All right, all right, all right. Right. So we have already covered the majority of the pairs that we usually do. And I hope all of you have a profitable week. And we'll be seeing each other on Sunday.